Hey y'all, so I am at the property. My camera is about to die, and I just wanted to get on here really quickly to talk to you guys while my buyer is on her way, to talk about some of the things you can do as a buyer to put yourself in a better position and also to put your realtor in a better position. So first things first, in the beginning, when you are getting pre-qualified, or in the beginning, maybe you're a first-time home buyer. I have several people who I've talked to who've never, purchased a house, and they might have questions. One thing that I must say is, when your realtor tells you, hey, you need to get pre-qualified, they're not telling you for their health. You need to get pre-qualified, because honestly, we're not putting you in our car without a pre-qualification or a pre-approval letter. One reason being we're not going to waste our time. Another reason being we don't want to waste your time. And another reason being is we don't want to provide unrealistic expectations. Meaning, if you go see a house that's listed for $350,000 and you haven't been pre-qualified and you find out that you only qualify for $100,000, we haven't necessarily given you false hope solely, but we also have contributed to giving you false hope, because we're taking you to these properties that you're falling in love with and you haven't been pre-qualified, and also you haven't, you don't know that you will qualify for that. It's going to stink if you found a house that you really fell in love with and found out that you don't even come close to qualifying it. So get pre-qualified. Also, the pre-qualification pre-approval is another form to show that you are a serious buyer. When you are submitting these offers and you're not providing pre-qualification letters, the sellers are not going to be taking you seriously. If they have 10 offers on the table right now, you're eliminated by not even having your pre-qualification letter at all. Or pre-approval. So get pre-qualified. In fact, when you come to a realtor, make sure that you are already pre-qualified. Now, if you come to one and you don't know anything about real estate, it's okay. We will tell you more than likely what's going on. I have a buyer who a realtor basically was just like, hey, we don't really deal with the pre-qualification, and it kind of left her feeling like, well, where do I go? What I like to do as an agent, as a realtor, is I like to tell you what is the next step. I understand that everybody is not in the same process when buying or selling a home. So I'm going to tell you what your next step is, because obviously if you've come to me or I've gotten you as a client, somehow or another you need my expertise on something. So I normally point you in the direction, even though I'm not the lender, I do know a good amount about it. I'm still going to point you in the direction in which will put you on a successful path. So make sure you get pre-qualified. If you don't hear anything else I say in this video, make sure you get pre-qualified. The pre-qualification pre-approval is going to get you further. Once you're submitting offers on the properties you love, you don't want to be going back trying to get a pre-qualification letter after. You want to have that at the time of placing the offer. The seller could come back the next day, could come back the same day. So my camera died, so I'm just going to prop you guys up from my phone. But the seller can come back and say, your offer has been accepted. If you don't have the proper documentation and things that you need, the offer letter and everything like that, then it's going to make it really difficult for you to get what it is that you are trying to achieve, or what they're trying to achieve. You don't want to disqualify yourself by not having the simple basics of get my pre-qualification letter, let me make sure we submit the offer. You want to make sure that you have already set yourself up for success. And if you're working with a realtor, we're going to set you up for success as well. We're not going to let you just sit here and submit offers without submitting your pre-qualification letter and whatever is being asked for. So typically also make sure, I'm not a leasing consultant or anything like that, but some leasing companies do want to know within 60 days that you're going to actually, be moving from your property. My buyer has been literally on it from start to finish, where she knows, like, okay, I'm gonna be moving on this day. I need to make sure I update my, leasing company that I'm moving. I need to update the realtor. I need to update everyone that I'm gonna be moving in the next couple months, so that way she signs whatever she needs to sign to say she's not renewing, and we could definitely try and work our hardest to get her her request answered. If she's saying, hey, my lease is up on a Sunday and I need to be closed by that Friday, then we want to make sure when we're writing that contract that we're getting you to the best of our ability what we can honor. I can't speak for other agents, but myself, I'm a type of person who's professional in my personal life as well as my business. I could literally be having fun, but I'm still going to keep it professional. I can be in business, I'm still going to keep it professional. And when I'm with my friends and I'm having a good time, I'm going to laugh, I'm going to joke. So don't think I'm all business or I'm all play. But at the same time, I do my best to treat others like I want to be treated. I'm a type of person who dot their I's, cross their T's. So when it comes to clients, I'm going to dot my I's, I'm going to cross my T's. I'm not dragging my feet with your stuff. Otherwise, it's like, why am I working with you if I'm not going to give you the best service? I am a representation of, you know, the brokerage. I'm a representation of myself. I'm a representation, I keep saying it so much, of, you know, like the business that I'm putting out there and the clients that I'm working with. So I'm not going to purposely take on a client who I'm not going to give them everything that they deserve as a buyer. So as agents, do your due diligence and make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do for your clients. But clients, make sure you make it easy on your realtor as well. Please don't make it difficult. You got to remember, a lot of times you're the only one for you. Like, you're the only one who's looking for the house in your own scenario. We are helping other people. We have multiple things going on outside of real estate. We have a whole bunch of things, but we're still keeping you, you know, some agents, you know, might have 10 clients a week. Some of them might have, you know, maybe three or four in a month, but got to look at a lot of properties. Please keep in mind that your agent's time as well as your time is valuable, and do not sit here and squander it. My buyer, I'm telling you, if I can give her a score, I would give her a 12 out of 10. She's been on it. And I think that that's just noble. You know what I mean? She's working, she works hard, and we've just been in agreement and in communication so much lately. And it's just like, I literally give her a 12 out of 10. She's just on it and phenomenal. Don't have any like critiques about her. I mean, she's great. Everyone isn't like that, unfortunately. But if you can start to get yourself to be that way, you will be a better person in life, not just for your agent, but for yourself. If you dot your I's and cross your T's in your personal life, trust me, it's not going to be difficult to dot your I's and cross your T's in the business realm or in a transaction or in anything. Things happen. Everything does not happen perfectly. We've had things that we've had to seek out further that needed to be sought out that never were answered. Questions that popped up that no one ever knew the answers to, we had to get the answers to. The moral of the story is, when you start a project, aim to finish the project, no matter how many hurdles you get in between. So that's what I would definitely recommend. Get pre-qualified / pre-approved. Make sure that you're saving for your down payment. Make sure you're saving for your closing costs, because your closing costs could be like the brunt of your whole deal. And you just want to make sure, if you can get first-time home buyer programs, or you can get some closing cost assistance from the seller, or maybe even from the bank, or even new construction. Sometimes, a lot of times, they're going to pay for all of your closing costs or in part of your closing costs. Try to figure out how you're going to have these numbers, you know, taken care of, and start saving. Don't apply to anything new. Buddy, don't go get a new Ferrari or apply for a new Ferrari the day before you're supposed to be getting your stuff together for your house. You don't want to mess up your debt to income ratio. I think I've talked enough. I have to get my shoes on, and I also have to pull up a few things so that we can go and we can do this final walkthrough. We have a closing on Friday. Right now, it might be subject to Monday, but everyone is pushing for Friday. It's only one party to the entire, because it's a whole bunch of people who is involved in a real estate transaction. You got the seller, you got the buyer, you got the buyer's agent, you got the seller's agent. If the seller's not the broker, you also have the title company, you have the lender, you have it's just a whole bunch of different parties that are mixed into the bunch. So everyone right now is ready to go, good to go. We're just literally waiting on an underwriting okay on one little component of everything from the lender. Once we get that, we're closing on Friday. Deal is done. Buyer's moving by the date she needs to move by. She's not having a request off from work further, and she is literally in her dream home. That's how we want to do it. That's how we want to keep it. Keep in communication with your realtor. Don't ever think that we're reading your mind, and we won't ever think you're reading ours. Anything you have questions about, if your agent doesn't know, don't be like, oh, you don't know that. No, we will go search out the help for you. Sometimes we just would rather tell you, let me look into it before we tell you false information, just to ensure that we're giving you accurate information and we are keeping our lines of communication both honest and professional. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Day in the life of Carlisa Victoria, realtor. Yeah, I'm about to be on the property. I'm going to keep that private. Don't want to really have her property all on my YouTube channel without her consent. And I don't want to literally do the most. So I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for tuning in, and later.